Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The purpose of this video is to study a sequence of prime numbers. Those prime numbers are 23 and 53. First, let's start by explaining why those two prime numbers. Surah Al-Alaq, the Leech, is the first surah in Revelation. The Prophet ﷺ received first 5 verses and then 14 verses. The first 5 verses are composed of 19 words. When we add the Basmalah, we obtain 23 words. The 14 verses, revealed later, are composed by 53 words. As a result, the whole surah with the Basmalah is composed by 76 words, which are composed of 304 letters, or 19 times 16. But before we start, let's recall some important information. We all know that the number of pair of chromosomes in human is 23. 23 is a prime number. It's a prime number that is composed by only prime digits, 2 and 3. The second important information concerns the 23rd prime number, which is 83. Indeed, when we add all the digits from all the numbers from 2 to 83, so from the first prime number to the 23rd prime number, we find it equal to 19 times 46, which is 19 times the number of human chromosomes. Moreover, when we write the numbers from 1 to 46, the number of chromosomes in human, we need exactly 83 digits. The first observation: the sequence of primes between 23 and 53 is composed by 8 numbers. When we add all those numbers together, we obtain 304, which is equal to the number of letters in the Surah 96 when we add the Basmalah, of course. The second observation: when we write the numbers 23 to 53 from the left to the right, we see that it starts with a 2 and it ends with a 3. For the moment, it's a simple observation. The third observation: the distance between the two numbers 23 and 53 and their center. From the number 23 to the number 53, we have 31 numbers, and the center is the number 38. What is amazing here is when we add the numbers from 31, the distance, to the center, 31 to 38, we will find it equal to the numbers from 1 to 23, the number of pair of chromosomes. The following observation concerns the center, the number 38. What we see here is the opposite in writing of the number 83, which is the 23rd prime number, and the distance between 38 and 83 is equal to 46 numbers, which is the number of chromosomes in human. The next observation concerns the number 31, the distance between 23 and 53. 31 is the 11th prime number, 11th prime number here. So, from 23, the number of pair chromosomes, to 31, when we add the prime numbers, we obtain 83, which is the 23rd prime number. Same thing for the order of 31 in the list of prime numbers. When we add the list of prime numbers, the sequence from 11 to 23, we will also find 83, which is the 23rd prime number. The next observation concerns the translation of the 23 over the 53. So, if we take the number 23 and we translate it over the number 53, we will find exactly the number 83, which is the 23rd prime number. The distance between 23 and 53 is 61, and between 23 and 53 is equal to 53, from 53 to 83, which is equal to 31. All what we see here are prime numbers. Now, the following is very important observation. It concerns the composite numbers between 23 and 83. Indeed, between 23 and 53, we have exactly 23 composite number, and between 53 and 83, we have the same thing, 23 composite number. In other words, from 23 to 83, we have exactly 46 composite number. 23 from one side and 23 from the other side. Now, let's add the list of prime numbers from 23 to 83. The result is another prime number, 797. The thing with this number is when we add all the digits, it's also equal to 23. The following observation concerns the composite numbers between 23 and 53. This observation is the most important one. Indeed, when we add the 23 composite numbers that exist between 23 and 53, we will find it equal to 874. 874 is equal to 19 times number of human chromosomes. This is also equal to the 23rd to the sequence of the 23 prime numbers from the first prime number to the 23rd prime number. It's always the same thing. So we have the sum of sequence of 23 successive prime numbers is equal to the sum of the sequence of 23 successive composite numbers, which is equal to 19 times the number of human chromosomes. Also, we observe that the sum of the absolute values of the differences of the digits composing each prime number in the sequence is also equal to 23. So for example, if we take the number 23, we take 2 minus 3, it's minus 1, but the absolute value will be 1. And for 29, it's minus 7, so it's 7 with absolute value. When we add all those numbers together, we find them equal to 23. Now, let's consider the numbers 23 and 53. When we add those two numbers together, we will find 76. And when we know that the distance between 23 and 53 is 31. What we remark here is that Surah 76 has 31 verses. So we have two numbers, when we add them together, it's 76, and the distance between those two numbers is 31. So the surah is called the human. Now, the number of verses of this surah is 31, and the surah's number is 76. So when we count the numbers from 31 to 76, we find it equal to the number of chromosomes, 46. Now, let's consider the digits forming the number 23 and 53. The first thing that we need to observe is the following, that those numbers are only composed by prime digits, 2, 3, and 5. When we add all those digits together, we obtain a prime number, which is 13. 13 is the opposite in writing of the number 31. The distance between 23 and 53. 13 to 31, we have 19 digits. 19 numbers, sorry. In other words, we have two prime numbers composed only by prime digits. When we add them all together, we obtain prime number, and the distance between those two numbers is also a prime, 31. And the distance between 13 and 31 is also a prime number. An important thing with number 13, we need to write 17 digits to write from 1 to 13 to write the number to write the number 13. When we add 13 to its indexes 16 and 17, we will find it equal to the number of chromosomes in human, 46. Moreover, this is the list of prime numbers from 2 to 23. When we add all the digits in this list, we will find it equal to the number of chromosomes. But here we need to see that we need to observe that this list of numbers until the number 13 is equal to 23. So when we add all the digits from 2 to 13, we will find it equal to 23, and from 17 to 23 is also equal to 23. Since we started talking about the indexes of the number, is the quantity of numbers that we need to write until we reach the number from 1 to 13, for example. Now let's focus on the factor of 16 in the number 304. the factor of number 19. The factor is 16. And let's see how many numbers we need to write until we reach the number 16. It's exactly 23 digits. So the 16 is not any number. Now let's add 16 with its two digits, two indexes. We will find it equal to 61. 61 is also a prime number. So 16 plus 23 plus 22 is equal to 61. What we see here, 61 is the opposite in writing of the number 16. And the distance between 16 to 61 is equal to 23 plus 23, the number of chromosomes in human. Moreover, the 61 is, there is a distance between 61 to 83, the 23rd prime number is equal to 23. Also, the 16th prime number is 53, which is the number of words in Surah in the 14 verses revealed later. When we add 53 to 16, its order in the list of prime numbers, we find it equal to 69, which is equal to 3 times the number 23. Also concerning the number 16, we see that the list of prime numbers from 23 to 53, it's a list of 8 prime numbers. Each number is composed of 2 digits. So the total is equal to 16. When we add all those digits together, we find it equal to 61. And from 16 to 61, it's also 23 plus 23, the number of chromosomes. Now, let's try to see what are the indexes of the number of pair of chromosomes in human. In other words, how many digits we need to write from 1 to 23. We need exactly to write 37 digits from 1 to 23. So, in order to write the numbers from 1 to 23, the number of pair chromosomes, we need to write 37 digits. The indexes of the number 23 are 36 and 37. Now, let's add the 23 with its and with the indexes, its indexes. What will we find? We will find exactly the number of Surah Al-Alaq. What we also notice here, that Al-Insan in Arabic in the Quran is written this way, without the alif. The geometrical value of Al-Insan is 192, which is equal 96 plus 96, which is also equals to the number 23 with its indexes twice. I hope this video is helpful. More video will be coming soon, and I hope it's not too long. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.